BC, Saskatchewan, and Ontario cells seem to be working together. I didn't think they would go far past Ontario. I knew Ontario was bad, and I knew that Alberta and BC went northward to Alaska. It's where the known disappearances come from, I think, and through the Northwest Territories. The Northwest Territories are bad. That's where they source in a lot of small towns. We need to start reaching out to the totems, let them know that they're in danger. We need to start organizing guerrilla-type, peaceful, but resistance of communication to make sure that we're telling the true story, not the internet version or the news version, which they do control a lot of the news, which isn't just a tinfoil hat bullshit thing. They literally can trace it back through business dealings, etc. A handful of businesses own the news. We need to start looking into different things, churches. We have to start looking into malls, homeless shelters. We have to start looking into suburbs, malls, as I said, but like the back end of those mini malls, construction zones, etc. Edmonton is fairly corrupt in architecture-wise. It's not necessarily like, I'm not calling the city corrupt because the city still has good people, but like the architecture-wise, once you know what to look for, you won't be able to not see it. Like malls that have all these construction or for lease signs at the front are basically shops in plain sight. They're not buying goods and services at some of these places, they're buying people. It is that polished and that hidden that even people that have lived here their entire life do not know the extent of it because it's far inland here. And now they're making a push for the United States. The Maritimes, September 11th was an attack. They own the defense contractors. They have pretty much the security apparatuses of this nation, and they tested it, their kill switch, in the North American grid, among other things. They also redirected planes that day to the Maritimes. Now the Maritimes are compromised, and now Quebec is under threat. Because Quebec, I think, would have resisted this. The Maritimes, Nunavut. I think Nunavut and Quebec need to start communicating immediately and start taking back Ontario and the Maritimes. And then we'll push east, or push west. We need to start on this immediately. There cannot be any more questioning. They're going to kill me for this, but when they do, it'll prove it. When the arms want to care about, if they have, I hope not. I think that's what this needs is less. There's different languages that they speak in, different codes, etc. And now they're trying to cancel me yet again in another city.